So this circuit also we have seen this giving me the output as C out, S3, S2, S1, S0 combined. Okay, in place of my first component, that is FA0, FA actually stands for full adder. Alright, so we can actually, okay, so I am really sorry I did not make the abstract model of full adder. This we can do actually like this. Okay, so X, Y and Z, that is coming in sum and carry bar out. Okay, like exactly we made for the half adder. So this first component I can actually put in a half adder also. And then the remaining circuit is same. Why? Because this is adding 2 bits anyhow at the first stage. Clear? So I can put in a half adder over here. Rest circuit remains the same. Alright. So now why actually I put in a full adder, we will come to know in a little while. When we talk about the concept of a circuit that is called adder subtractor. So that is our next circuit. That is called adder subtractor. As the name suggests, adder subtractor means the same circuit is performing addition as well as subtraction both. Alright. So now you will be in a dilemma like how? Okay, so actually here addition is performed in exactly the same way like the parallel adder we have seen right now. Subtraction is performed using 2's complement method. Because if we remember from our number system we did, like a minus b is same as a plus 2's complement of b. Alright. So in this case, if I take my individual numbers, say a as say a3, a2, a1 and a0, the individual bits, like exactly we did for the adder x3, x2 and so on. B I take as say b3, b2, b1 and b0. Now I denote the ones complement of b, say by b bar, which is actually b3 bar, b2 bar, b1 bar and b0 bar. This is what actually we do, isn't it? In ones complement we invert the bits. 0 we replace by 1, 1 we replace by 0. So actually what we are doing is a plus b bar plus 1. Or in that case, to be more precise, there are 4 bits, so actually we can say this is actually 1 is actually 0 0 0 1, isn't it? Now what we'll do, we actually make use of the XOR gate. If you remember in XOR gate, the logic gates, when we did, we talked about the 2 properties of the XOR gate. If I have say x and y, if you remember, if we hold y as 0, so output will be x, that is if y equals to 0, output will be equal to x, and if y equals to 1, then output will be equal to x bar. Alright. In case you have any doubt, so please refer to my lecture on to the logic gates where we talked about the use of XOR gate as an inverter and a comparator also. Alright. So how we are going to use this property? We are going to use this property over here. How? Let us see. So what do? I put in say my again 4 full adders. Now this we cannot reduce to use by half adder. We will see why. Because in the first stage also we will be adding our 3 bits. Alright. Now if I say have say individual bits numbered as say a0 coming in, I will first of all make it as for a0, a1, a2 and a3 only. Now the B outputs I will be giving by complementation, or rather through the XOR gates. Whose other outputs are the B's. We'll see why actually. Alright, and this also goes as input to my full adder. Now outputs will be actually depending on if it is I generalize call them as sum for the fact, because like any case if we implement using if we are performing the addition or the subtraction, anyhow that is generating a sum only, isn't it? Addition is generating a sum, 2's complement also we are generating the sum only, okay, in subtraction. So whatever the carry that proceeds to the next stage, this is S1, this is C1, this is S2, this is C2, this is S3, and this is actually C out. Now let us take for example our case number 1 where my M is 0. Alright, M actually stands for my mode control over here. What is the function actually, we will see in a little while. If say suppose M is 0, so M is going as the input to the FA0 part, that is full adder, first full adder FA0, and also as the input to these gates, XOR gates. I have put in 4 XOR gates, gate 1, gate 2, gate 3 and gate 4. Now just now we did the property that if one of the input is 0 to the XOR gate, so output, like we had X and Y, if Y is held at 0, output is X. So M is 0, so my output to the gates will be, this will be B0, B1, B2 and B3, and this is also going as 0. So actually what we are having, this we are performing A0 plus B0, whatever the carry, A1 plus B1 plus the carry, A2 plus B2 plus the carry and so on. So when M is 0, actually my circuit behaves as adder. Alright, so what I actually said right now, you can see what I actually mean is, so my output of XOR gates 1, 2, 3 and 4 will be B0, B1, B2 and B3. Other inputs are being applied directly, isn't it? A0, A1, A2 and A3. So actually this is acting like a adder. Simple. Alright, so let us move to the case 2 where my M is 1. Now if my M is 1, so we did right now, like again over here my XOR gate, if Y is held at 1, so output is X bar. So if M is held at 1, so my output of XOR gates 1, 2, 3 and 4, what will they will be? Now they will be the complemented values, that will be B0 bar, B1 bar, B2 bar and B3 bar, isn't it? Okay, one important point also, like you can see over here, my input to FA0 is A0, B0 and 0. M is 0. In this case, my input to FA0 will be A0, B0 bar and 1, because M is held at 1 now. So actually what I am performing over here, I was performing A plus B, isn't it? And here I will be performing now A plus B bar plus 1. So now my circuit over here behaves as subtractor. This is actually subtractor. Pardon me for my writing. Alright. So the same circuit, it behaves as an adder as well as a subtractor. Clear? This is how. Now moving on further, our next circuit, that is what we call the fast adder or the adder with look ahead carry. Now what is actually the problem in the parallel adder? In parallel adder, the biggest problem is like till the time my carry has not propagated through all the 4 stages. If we talk about again the 4-bit only, so till the time my carry has not propagated through all the 4 stages, I am not sure of the output, isn't it? If you go back and have a look at the circuit of full adder, so FA0, FA1, 2, 3 and 4, so like so on, till the time my carry is not propagated to the output, I am not sure of the output of the circuit. Alright, so now our another circuit, number I actually don't remember, so please correct that, we call as a fast adder or adder with look ahead carry. Now what do we do in this circuit? In adder with look ahead carry or fast adder, the number of gates required or the circuit required is massive. We'll see how, but my result or response is very fast. Let us see how. If I again make the table, say at ith stage I have xi, yi and carry coming from the previous stage is I minus 1. My sum at ith stage is si and carry is ci. This is 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 1. Now if I again complete this table, what do I get? 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Alright. Now what I'll do now, I will make partitions into this table now, like this. Why I have done like this, you can see some will follow the same principle, like sum at ith stage will be xi XOR yi XOR ci minus 1. We'll actually like modify this function in a little while. Let us see how. Now why I have done this is like in the first partition, you can see ci is 0 always. That is the output carry at the ith stage is always 0, whatever the inputs. And here my ci is always 1. Alright. So these two stages I actually call them as carry propagate. Or Pi. Now what is the condition for Pi? Actually you can see over here, this is anyhow 0 over here. If I say, so my Pi is actually xi yi ci minus 1 bar plus xi yi ci minus 1 from the function inputs, isn't it? Because there is also like something function f1, I call this I can call function f2, isn't it? The function simplification we have done in K-maps and other logic gates. Okay. So ci minus 1 and ci that goes off, I am actually like left with xi and yi. This is Pi at the ith stage. Alright. Now what about these 4 stages? Now over here if I compare the two columns ci and ci minus 1, I can actually see my ci is same as ci minus 1. Isn't it? Okay. So what is the condition for this? This I can see over here, I get a 1 over here, I get a 1 over here. Alright, so what is the condition over here? This I will call the generation stage or carry generate. So you can see 1 over here, so I get the function for, in this case Ci prime, I will call it. Okay. Okay, this is actually like generalized expression, then I am finding the particular expression. So this I get is xi bar yi ci minus 1 plus this is xi yi bar ci minus 1. Alright, you take ci minus 1 as common, I am left with is xi XOR yi. Alright, so actually ci prime I is called as say gi dot ci minus 1. Now what is my gi? Gi is xi XOR yi. So now what is my actual final expression if I write down? So my sum will be that will be gi XOR with ci minus 1, because gi I have denoted by like this. Now carry. Okay, so another thing, I will not write them as sum or carry actually. These are actually si and ci. These are actually si and ci is a combination of this stage and this stage. Okay, so that is pi plus gi ci minus 1. Alright, this is what I get. Now if I expand these, okay, so I have now rubbed this off. So this is all actually we require, and I mentioned the gi also. Gi is actually xi XOR yi. Okay, now if I have say 4 stages, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So what do I get at stage 0? What do I get? My G0 is X0 XOR Y0. S0 is G0 XOR C minus 1. And what is C0? C0 is, okay, so Pi also I write down, is actually Xi dot Yi. Okay, this is what we had, the AND function. So G0, P0 is X0 and Y0. C0 will be P0 plus G0 Ci minus 1 or minus 1, because 0 minus 1, that is 0. Now what do I have at stage 1? I will have G1 as X1 XOR Y1, P1 as X1 and Y1. S1 will be G1 XOR C0, because 1 minus 1, that will make it 0. Now what is the C0? C0 we have over here, that is G1 XOR with P0 plus G0 C minus 1. Alright, and what is my C1? C1 will be like now P1 plus G1 C0. Now again, what is the C0? That is P1 plus G1 into P0 plus G0 C minus 1. This is what my P1 G1 P0, P1 plus G1 P0 plus G1 G0 C minus 1, and so on. We can write down the expressions for the stage 2 and stage 3 also. Alright, now how do I implement the circuit? First of all, my stage 0, that is X0 Y0. First of all, I have to generate the G0 expression. Alright, this is my G0, and then I have to generate P0. sorry, over here I write. Now what is S0? C minus 1 I write down over here. That will actually essentially be 0 only. Alright. So this is G0 XOR with C minus 1. This will be S0. Now C0 will be P0 plus G0 C minus 1. They are put in an AND gate. All the three. No, I put in an AND gate over here. On whatever the output, I put in a OR gate. Alright. Similarly, we can make for other stages also. Alright.